Hello there, West Branch students. Today we're going to be making some overlapping balloons with different patterns or designs on them. So you can see my example here. I've drawn my balloons so that some of the bigger balloons are kind of towards the front, some of the smaller balloons are towards the back of my paper, and then I've added a unique design to each of them. So today you're going to need a piece of paper and some sort of drawing or writing material, or utensil I mean. I would recommend a pencil for this one, but I'm going to go ahead and use a Sharpie so that you can see my paper. So I'm going to get started. Like I said, things that are bigger or things that are closer to us are typically bigger. Things that are farther away get smaller. So I'm going to draw my big balloons first, and they typically go towards the bottom of the page. So I'm just going to start with a big oval, and from there we can add a triangle to the bottom, and then add kind of a wavy line for the string, kind of the simple, easy part. And then maybe I'm going to have another kind of bigger balloon here, add that triangle and that little line. And now is when things might kind of start to get trickier, because we're going to add some more balloons that look like they're farther away. So we're making it look like our balloons are kind of overlapping. Some are on top of each other, some are in front, some are behind. So when I go to add my next balloon that's going to be behind this one thing that's nice if you have a pencil is you can just kind of draw that whole shape, and you don't have to worry about it. Later on, you can go back in and erase so that it looks like this balloon is on top of that balloon. So let me outline that with Sharpie so you can see it. Add that and that. And now it looks like this balloon is on top, and I kind of didn't outline super well, so I got to erase a little bit more. Okay? Or you can freehand it. So if I were to do that, then I kind of have to guess where I think the balloon would start and stop. So if I had a balloon that's behind this one, it might start like this, come around, and then stop. And you can kind of use your brain to imagine where that line would connect. And I can add this and keep going. So I'm going to fill my page with a bunch of different balloons that are going to be different shapes, different sizes. Actually, most of them are the same shape. Most of them are just a simple oval. Not quite the fun shaped balloons, but that's okay. Maybe some of them could be a circle for you if you wanted to. Okay, I'm going to make another one kind of look like it's behind this balloon. We can add another one up here. And then that kind of hides it. All right, I've got, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 balloons. I think that's a good amount. That's about the same that this one had. And now it's time to add some of those designs, make them look a little bit more interesting. So we've talked in the past about the fact that if you combine shapes and lines, you'll get the best designs. So what that might look like is I might go in and add some zigzag lines, and I'll do another one. I'll kind of spread them apart a little bit, and there's another one. Okay, on its own, that's a decent design, but we want it to be the best design. So I'm going to go back in, and maybe I'm going to add some squares so I get some shapes. These squares kind of make a line too, which is interesting. So I've got squares there. Maybe if my pattern continued, this section would be circles. And if this is circles, then that would have to be circles too. If it followed an A, B pattern, it would go circle, square, circle. Down here, that's going to be squares, but it kind of goes off the page a little bit, so I'm not going to worry about it. Now, maybe in this section here, I'm going to create a different kind of design. I might go vertical this time. So maybe I'm going to add a dashed line. So I could go dashed line, leave a little bit of space, and go some loop-de-loops. Okay, and then this would be dashed again, and you kind of lose it a little bit. Maybe there's a little bit extra there, and then we'd have a couple loop-de-loops kind of there, and it kind of cuts the design off. So maybe this design is just going to be lines, which looks kind of cool because we have a variety of lines, different kinds of lines. Maybe over here I'm going to go diagonal line, and then this section is going to be filled heart, dot, heart, dot. Have another diagonal line, heart, dot, heart, dot, heart, dot. Line, probably going to cut off the hearts there. Okay, but each section can be filled with different kinds of designs. Or each section, each balloon. And then you can color it in however you want to. So I'm just going to keep going and adding some more designs here. Maybe I'm going to go with a checkerboard design, always a classic. That one you can create a cool pattern just by the way that you color it, alternating your colors. You can kind of set this here too if you want some more ideas, but the whole point is just to kind of have some fun with it, come up with some interesting designs. This time I'm going to start with shapes, and then in between here I'm going to do some castle lines. It's kind of harder to see. Yeah, I'm just going to keep working on this. Maybe I'll have a design that just has a bunch of circles all over. Maybe they're eyeballs. That is up to you as the artist to decide. But you're just going to keep going until all of your balloons have a different design, and then you can go ahead and color.